development update, episode 3. Yeah, we are still early. It's only our third episode. And from what I've heard, that's community's favorite show. No offense to other shows, but this one is really something special. Welcome, Nabil. Welcome, Sharos, to this week's update. Everyone knows Nabil already, CEO of Big Immersive, the development company, development studio of Virtua. But
thank you, Aka. It's a pleasure being here.
I don't know if a lot of us knows Sharos. So, Sharos, can you say a few words about who you are, what you do?
Hi guys, I'm Sharoz, and I am a game producer working with Big Immersive as well. Sort of like a game producer, game designer. And I've been working at Big Immersive for about a year now. And I mainly work with the design team, figuring out how we gamify our stuff and deliver it.
But that's not all, Sharoz makes music as well. In fact,
really?
he's really into rap, and he's made a song for Big Immersive as well. It's about Big Immersive, and we call it the Big Immersive anthem now.
Well, you need to send us that anthem. We need to hear it.
Yeah, sure thing.
Of course.
So, Rose, what does game designer do? For treat me like I'm 5. How does your daily work looks like?
Well, I mean, if you ask my other colleagues, they're gonna say like, "Oh, this guy just plays games and he just goes to work and does nothing." But what my job usually involves is coming up with the mechanics of any experience that we provide. So, for example, when you play a game, right, and you see and you have this mechanic of whether your character hits something and how much damage does that character take, or how what the animation of that character is when he is attacking another character. These tiny mechanics and the overall narrative of a game, overall story, the art style, basically from pre-production to post-production, everything to do with the game apart from development. And the actual 3D art, making things happen as we go along. That's pretty much a producer/designer's job. Designer's job is basically to tell their development team, their art team, about how a game is supposed to look, or about how an experience is supposed to look and feel. And a producer's job is basically to make that happen over time and deliver it. So that's pretty much what I do.
This sounds like a fun job. Where do I sign?
It is. It is awesome. It is awesome. I'm very blessed. I used to be a 3D artist before, and I've been an avid gamer for years and years now. So this is kind of like my passion. This has always been my passion, and I'm super lucky to be a part of this field.
Awesome. I have a feeling, like Nabil, that only the good guys who are really, really good get to do the job. Right? Like
of course.
You need to deserve that status in the company.
This is a very, very important job, as it determines the direction of the experience or the product. So, it is something which you have to be involved in a lot. So yeah, definitely the best.
Awesome. So thanks, Rose, for letting us know, a bit about yourself and what you do in a daily. And but now I'll switch to Nabil for a while. And Nabil, can you tell us what you guys have been working on in the development department in the past week since we last talked with you?
So this week we have been busy with the cribs. Where we were doing some of the top 10 that we talked about last week as well. So we're just like in the process of completing the development for the integration of the Cardano 3D assets, the Virtua ones, along with the public cribs functionality. and the 2D snap functionality, and of course some eternal wallet fixes as well. So that was what we're doing for the cribs. And other than that, we're also working on the Prime dashboard, which is going to be great, by the way. And Yaka, do you want to show that today?
Yes, we said that we will show the dashboard today, definitely, and then Sharoz will take us through it, because I've heard that he is the brain behind it. Is that true?
Yes, that is absolutely true.
Yeah. I'm a humble guy. I can't really talk much about it.
Awesome. No, but for everyone who didn't who wasn't here last week, I just wanna before we move to the dashboard, I just wanna go over what is gonna be in the update next week. And if you click on the top left corner, everyone, you have a watch stream option. And Nabil, I just wanna stop here for a few seconds. Next week, we can already expect those public crypts and this website where they are hosted live, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So everyone, if you don't know, public crypts, you will be able to switch your crypt from private to public, and then everyone will be able to join your crypt from this website on virtua.com. Your crypt will be listed here. You will be able to name it. You will be able to search it by the name, and then join into the crypt and have a look and all that. That is phase one of those public crypts. Later on, there will be many more functions, like working links, where you will be able to click on an item and it will take you to JPEG store or OpenSea. Depends on what kind of link you will put onto it. Of course, we will whitelist the pages, so we won't be able to take you to some shady pages. Yeah, that's about the public crypts. And then the next thing that you just mentioned, just like that, like it's not even that important, but it's super important, and I know a lot of people will appreciate it, is that 3D Cardano assets that Virtua created will be implemented already next week. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct as well, Yaka.
Okay, so we are talking about vehicles, we are talking about VFlex, right?
Absolutely.
So, 195 Squadron will finally able to put the jet down in the crypt for us to see it in the full glory. And
yes, along with the yachts as well, and the other vehicles and the VFlex, there's just so much.
Yeah. Cardano VFlex also, that's also very, very exciting thing to for us to actually see the Goat Tribe VFlex and Disco Solaris. So yeah, yacht in the crypt, in the pool. Yeah, Jeff, tell us. Nabil mentioned that we could put some small bathtub in, and you could just make a small yacht. No, I'm joking, but it would be fun. But yeah, that would be fun, right? Having a small yacht in the bathtub. Okay, and then the last thing, Nabil, is a snap-on option for the 2D assets, right? A 2D.
Yep, exactly. That's so that users have less trouble placing that 2D NFT on the wall. It will just snap.
Yeah, that's something that I'm super excited about, because I have so many posters, so much art and all that. And when I was trying to decorate my crib, after half an hour I was tired. I'm not gonna lie. and this, snap on, where I can just snap on the wall, and then I can assume, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, I will be able to move the art left and right, up and down, and scale it larger or smaller, right?
Yes, you can already scale it larger and smaller right now, along with moving it. So that functionality will stay. It will be there.
Awesome. That's amazing. And that's it, right? That's it. It's a huge update coming through. Coming next week.
It is.
That's the main things that are coming. Man, I'm so excited for this next week update. I just know that it will change so much when we'll be able to populate our crypts with cars and everything. So, Ivan, any ideas when we will be able to use our VFlex to move in the crypt? It is in the top 10, so it's in the priority list. So the skins of the VFlex are in the priority list, so probably not that far away. Will the VFlex have usability or be static displays? For now, it will be just not static, animated, Rogue One. Animated displays, just like the ones that were already now in the crypts with Virtua. Okay, so thanks, Nabil, for this. And now I'm gonna open the different Figma, that Figma that everyone is waiting for. And Sharoz, I'll invite you to the stage. Or do you want to share your own screen and talk about it?
Yeah, I don't mind. I can share my screen.
Okay, awesome. Let's then share your screen and take us through the dashboard.
Will do. Just give me a second, yeah?
Yes, for sure. No, don't just take it easy.
Is it working?
Yes. Everyone, top left corner, click watch stream. Look at that.
All right. Exciting times coming up, guys.
Yeah, really.
Times. So this is going to be a user's one-stop place where they can manage their entire metaverse experience before even entering the actual 3D environment. So this is our dashboard, and I'm going to show you what we have planned for the entire upcoming months. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk about how we're going to deliver it in phases. So starting off with, when you do log on to the website, this is the front page that you're going to get, right? You've got your banner here up front with all your news, with all your updates, latest releases, anything to do with the metaverse as well. If there are new events inside the metaverse experience, you're going to have a front view right here. And then right next to it, you have a couple of panels that will allow you to go to our marketplace and purchase land bots and land plots, Monster Zone plots. And eventually, when more islands are released, this is going to keep updating. More lands are going to come, and people can buy it through there. And this essentially is going to be your quick access to your entire utility. For example, now we're going to start with the resources. So you have a resource tab here, a claims tab here. All right. When you switch to the claims tab over here, you're going to get everything related to the metaverse that you can put in your inventory. You have a temporary storage. So once a resource emits from your land, or once you get a reward based on what land you have, it's going to get stored in your temporary storage, which is kind of limited, right? Each resource or each NFT has a limited slot inside your temporary storage. And what you need to do is you need to come to the claims page where you can claim either each resource or you can claim all of them at once. Yeah. So on the dashboard, you can have your quick access to the resources that are in your temporary storage. And this temporary storage widget is always going to be present there so that you know that whether you've reached maximum resource count and whether you need to claim them straight away or not. And then we also have a notification system. So anytime your resources reach a max level, you're going to get a notification where it tells you, all right, there's no more resource being emitted because you've reached maximum capacity. You need to claim it straight away. And we have other ways to collect as well. For example, you have a couple of bots that you can use to have an auto claim bonus that auto claims your resources every time it reaches one of your resources. When one of your resources reaches max, it auto claims it. I'll talk about it more as we go on. And then, of course, you've got your NFTs quick claim as well. Again, your NFTs that you discover in the metaverse or that are given as rewards as well, they fall into your temporary storage, and they also have a max limit of how many you can have, and you need to claim them. And once you've claimed them, you'll also have the option to mint them. So over here, you can have a quick access to them. So for example, when we have relics coming out eventually in the future, you'll be able to mint them from here. First, you'll have to claim them first, and then you'll be able to mint them. Yeah. So then we move on to our next panel, which is a fun panel. It's the quests. We're going to be bringing you quests that you're going to take your Lambot companions with. They're going to be passive quests where you can just attach your Landbots, and they do the work for you while you chill. And they're going to be active quests as well that you actively take part in, sort of like the dungeons in World of Warcraft and the raids and stuff like that. So you can do it with your friends, and you can do it by yourself as well. And you're going to get rewards based on the rarity of the quest as well. So if it's a legendary quest, you're going to have more chances of getting a lot of legendary resources or stuff like that. So this is your quick quest panel. You can see your coming soon quests as well. Again, this is a work in progress. So we're making it better every day. So eventually, whatever feedback you guys have, we'll look at it as well. And after that, you've got your crafting, your quick craft. So the main utility of our resources is going to be the crafting, which is a very, very fun aspect of our metaverse. The whole reason behind crafting is that we want to be making our metaverse as gamified as possible. It's what differentiates our metaverse with the other ones, because we want people to come in and have a good time and stay for as long as possible. And we want to provide them utility, and crafting is one of our biggest utility, where any resources that you collect and claim, we will have a bunch of crafting recipes that the items you can get, legendary items, rare items, common items. You can collect your resources, you can combine them, and you can craft these items as well. Again, you can, once you've crafted those items, you will also have the option to mint them and sell them in the marketplace as well. So it's a lot of fun stuff when it comes to crafting. I went through a bit of the claims tab as well. You've got your NFTs that will come here. You've got your resources. Eventually you've got your crafted items as well that are going to come here. Sorry, not crafted items. Relics. Relics are going to come here as well, and they will come into your claims tab where you'll have to claim. You also have your history of your previous transactions. When you've claimed resources, it's going to tell you what time you claimed them, how often you claim them, when you claim them, and stuff like that. So moving on to the quest page, and this is still a work in progress. Literally, we were still working on it today before I came onto this chat. So what it's going to show you on the right side, we're going to have upcoming quest events, right? And below, you're going to have your weekly live quests that you're eligible for. There are going to be some quests that you aren't eligible for. You need to have some sort of prerequisites. Basically, like you need, let's say if you're crafting, you need a tier 3 weapon to join the quest, to join an active quest. And there are going to be different kind of prerequisites for different people. So this is a fun area as well, where if you hover over the quest, right, it's going to give you details about the quest itself. It's going to tell you the rewards that you're going to get from those quests, and it's going to tell you your requirements as well. So once you click on start this quest, you're going to get another pop-up where you have to attach your land bots. If it's a passive quest, you have to attach your land bots and any other prerequisites. So let's say if it's a vehicle-based quest, right, it's going to ask you to have either a vehicle NFT or either a crafted vehicle. So imagine you collect resources, and over time you have enough resources to craft a vehicle, and you put it in your inventory. You can use it. You can use it for these quests, either active, because eventually we're going to have racing games as well coming in. So you can use them in active quests, and you can even attach them in your passive quests if it's a prerequisite, and it's going to automatically complete the quest for you over time. You have your progress bar over here, and there's going to be a set amount of time that the quest runs. And once that quest is completed, you're going to get the rewards if it's a passive quest. There are quest expiry dates as well. There are launch dates and a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff upcoming. And then we move to the first version of our crafting area. So this is the exciting stuff. When we have a lot of different crafting items that we're working on that are upcoming. And all those items are going to be displayed here, and everyone can see what they can craft. And there are going to be upcoming items as well that will be visible here. There are going to be a lot of different recipes of items that you can craft. So, for example, let's say you want to craft a wooden chair, right? It's going to give you the requirements of how much, what kind of resource it needs, how much of the resource it needs. And then once you click on craft now, you're going to have a crafting table that pops up right. And when you click craft now over here, you'll have a slider that provides you the utility of crafting a large number of the same item as well, right? And if you increase the number, it's going to increase the amount of resources you would require, and if you decrease the number, it's going to obviously decrease the amount of resources you need to craft. And if you don't have enough resources in your inventory, it's gonna glow red. Your resource number is gonna glow red. It's gonna tell you that you won't have enough resources, basically. So yeah, this is still in initial stages, and we're working on it. And yeah, a lot of fun items that we're working on right now. Then you've got your inventory, right? In your inventory, anything you claim from the claims tab will fall into your inventory, and this inventory does not have a cap. So it's not like your temporary storage. You can claim as much as you want, as many things as you want, and add them to your inventory. And you can see here as well, if you want to mint an item, you have an option to mint here as well. And if an item is being crafted at that moment, it's going to tell you that this item is being crafted as well during that time. You're going to have relics, you're going to have resources, you're going to have NFTs, a bunch of different stuff that's related to the metaverse. And eventually the games that we involve in the metaverse. The items the rewards that you get will also come into your temporary storage, and then you have to claim them and stuff like that. And finally, we have our land management. Now, land management is the best utility that we're providing. Basically, everything that you need to manage related to your land, you can manage through here. So you're going to have a list of your land, all your lands here. You can sort them out by filters. You'll have a search bar here as well. And if you hover over your land, it's going to tell you what kind of resources you can get from those lands, and how many slots, how many land bot slots you have, and how many NPC slots you have on that land. So once you click on this land, right, you're going to have this configuration panel open up. And what you can do is, first you can attach your crib. So you'll have a list of cribs that are appearing down here. You can drag and drop those cribs over here and enter those cribs from here as well. This part is going to give you the exact storage limit for each land, because some land have a bigger storage limit and some land have small storage limit for each resource. And then below that, you have the utility to attach your land bots as well. So depending on how many slots you have on your land, you can attach those bots to this as well. You can basically drag and drop your bots here, and there's gonna be a 24-hour time where the bot is down, and after 24 hours is when it activates, and it's gonna give you a timer here as well. So if you hover over your land bots as well, it's gonna tell you all the bonuses you get from that land bot. So the charge now, basically, all our land bots, apart from the common one, the minor land bots, they have the functionality of auto claim, right? And each land bot can auto claim 4 times. So once one of your resources reaches a max level, it's going to auto claim that and send the resources to your inventory. So after 4 turns, it's going to lose its charge. It's going to basically, its battery is going to run out. And in order for it to start working again, you're going to have to log on and charge it. So this is that utility for that land bot as well. And over here, it's going to display all the bonuses that each land bot that you attach would provide. And once you save configuration, it's going to save everything. Your crypt's going to be attached to the land. Your resources are going to start if there are bonuses, 10% bonus like you have with minor land bots, that 10% faster collection of resources is going to start collecting those 10% faster as well once you save your configuration. Yeah, this is pretty much the utility of our entire dashboard that we're thinking about, that we're working on. Sorry, that we're working on for the upcoming months.
That was very, very in depth. Thank you so much, Sharoz.
No worries.
That was detailed. That was
Yeah,
detailed.
like he went right into it and explained everything that you can possibly do.
This is like a project that I'm really excited about. So I can't stop talking about it.
I can hear how excited you are. So that was great presentation. Thank you very much. So you know, I was chatting with community while you were talking, and a lot of them want to know, you know, when. So you and me, we you know, and the developers, we've broken down this to phases. Can you share us the phases, and you know, any ETA you can give us?
Right.
So we're gonna share up to phase 2, okay, Sharoz?
Okay.
Up to phase 2. Up to phase 2 for sure. So we're gonna start with phase 0 is what we're calling it, and which is gonna be our rewards portal. So what this is that people that have come to our Monster Zone land sale and purchase lands, they're gonna get some rewards upcoming. So what they can do is they can attach their wallets, connect their wallets here. Once they've connected their wallet, they're going to be directed to the claims page and an inventory page, right? This is just 2 parts of the entire dashboard that we're going to release, starting with the rewards portal. And over here, you'll be able to collect or mint your reward that you get. And once you've minted it, when you go into the inventory, you're going to have your NFT rewards here. And this is going to be where you see your rewards. So this is the first thing that we're going to launch. And the date that we're aiming for internally with our dev team is February the 14th. So this is something that we're looking forward to deliver first and see what the feedback is.
It's going to be a Valentine's Day gift for the community.
Exactly. And then after that, we move on to phase 1 of our dashboard. And phase 1, this is practically it. We're going to start with the dashboard, and we're going to start with the resources. So once this dashboard comes, the resources are going to be emitting into your temporary storage. Now, for people that have purchased land already, for both Cardano and Virtua, they're going to have their emitted resources from their date of purchase. Is that right, Nabil? From the date of purchase, they're going to have it already there in their inventory. the amount of
From the
resources.
day-
That is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
No, from the day they claim the land, not from the day of purchase.
Sorry.
the deed.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. From
Yeah,
the day you guys claim
land.
the land, the resources have started being emitted, and they're gonna they're gonna be appearing in your inventory straight away. But for people that haven't, and once they claim the land, it's gonna it's gonna automatically start emitting resources. So you're gonna have your claims page where you're gonna claim all your resources, and then you're gonna have your inventory page where you're gonna put all those resources there after you claim them. And for version 1 as well, we're launching the land management page where you can manage everything in regards to your land and save your configuration. So you can eventually enter your crypts through here as well, right? And everything related with temporary storage and the land bots that we have, the bonuses that come with those land bots are going to be in effect as well when your resources are emitted. So this is going to be our version 1. And with this version 1, we're targeting internally with the dev is 14th of March. So 14th of March, we're gonna have we're confident that we're gonna have this ready by then and ready to deliver. So a month after the rewards portal.
Yeah, and it's also important to know that when we were working on dates and everything, all the bots need to be out and free claimed and everything before we launch this dashboard, right? It wouldn't be fair if we would launch the dashboard and everything while two-thirds of the land bots weren't claimed yet. So just so you guys know where all the dates and everything is coming from, because on the 6th of February, which is on Monday, we have a second land bot sale, and then the third one with the end of mint will be on 6th and 7th of March. Just so you know. Please continue, Shores.
Yeah, so that's going to be our version 1. And for version 2, we're excited to tell you that our passive quests and craftable items are going to be released as well. When we look at quests, right, over here, not our active quests, but our passive quests are going to get released. So what you can do is these quick quests, you can attach your land bots. And once you attach your land bots, the quest is going to start. And then obviously you're going to get rewards based on what the quest is. And for crafting as well, we're going to release level 1 items. So you can utilize your resources and start crafting. And start crafting and then even minting them as well and selling them in the marketplace. So we're very excited about that. That's version 2. That's phase 2. And phase 3, 4, and beyond, we're working on it. We're working on everything to deliver step by step.
Amazing. Thank you. So, Rogue One, you have a question of Fusion. So Fusion will be when you will be able to combine 2 or 3 or more resources and create a special new resource. Because some things might need a special resource that can only be created by Fusion. So that's what Fusion is. But as I said, this will be all communicated and presented and everything as this stuff comes out, right? Wow, thanks, Sharos. Awesome presentation. I think everyone was super happy with how this looks, and I just can't wait. I just can't wait for us to start, using and just having fun on it, and gathering resources, crafting, see bots in action and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the feedback as well. We really want to make it utility based. We want to give the community a good experience when they use our products or when they join our metaverse. We really want to have them engaged in what we're trying to do.
Awesome. skyscrapers, we're not there yet with skyscrapers. That's coming later. What else? Question: 14th of March, entire dashboard will be launched on. No, so by 14th of March, this phase 1, where you are collecting, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Charles. Where you are collecting the resources and attaching bots and some basic.
Essentially, your resource claims, your reward claims, and managing your land, basically attaching your crib, attaching your land bots, and figuring out which land has what type of storage limit and how you want to manage your resources. Because if you have multiple lands, you're going to have a cumulative storage of resources as well, and you'll be able to manage the claims based on that.
Awesome. I think I didn't miss any question. I think that I'm sure there will be a lot of questions when we start sharing this visuals in the coming weeks, and we'll gather the questions, and we'll invite you again, Shuras, for this. So I think you'll be the best. I think you'll be the best person to explain how everything is designed and how everything will work. So thanks for stopping by. Nabil, you wanna add anything?
No, I think Sharoz has covered it very well indeed.
Awesome. So a question here, just a second, Rogue One. How are resources earned on quests determined, and how will that type of collection compare to the amount of resources emitted? No, there will be. Yeah. Okay.
Basically, whenever we design quests, we design the rewards in a way that it's worth your while. And of course, we do take into consideration what kind of resources your land is emitting as well. So these quests, they might be a great opportunity to collect a resource that you can't mine. So there's basically going to be all different types of quests that are going to go on. Some will have resources as rewards. Others can have other things as well, as
But still, right? It won't undermine the resources that you are collecting. Like the rewards there with quests won't be comparable to what, for example, you mint in a week, right? Those quests and everything is more, for example, for users without the land who just have bots and just like wants to do some quest, earn some resources and all that. Of course, everyone can attend, everyone can be there, right? But for example, if there are some quests which can only be attended by people who, I don't know, have 3 Cardano Summits NFTs, for example, right? Then, that's a chance for them to get some resources that they couldn't get either, in some other way. So, but yeah, no worries. It won't undermine your resources, and your land. Land will still have, the majority of resources.
Jaka, Ivan is also asking you something. I don't know if you can see the question.
Yep, sorry, just getting there. Can you show how to craft an NFT with different resources to sell on secondary market? So basically, you will be able to sell majority of the things you craft on the secondary market, right? Because as soon as you will mint it, what is the difference here? So when you will create an item from the resources, it will be a digital collectible. And then you can decide if you want to mint it as an NFT. And when you will do that, you will be able to choose on which chain you want to mint it. Either that Cardano, either that Ethereum, even maybe some other chains in the future, right? And as soon as that happens, though, these NFTs are decentralized. So basically, they go into a collection on JPEG Store, where then you can sell it. Or if it's Ethereum one, it goes on OpenSea, right? So that's the whole idea. but you can just keep them as digital collectible, right? And just trade them on the Virtua marketplace. You don't need to mint them if you don't want to mint them. That's completely up to you. Of course, we all love NFTs, and so I expect the majority to mint them as an NFT, because that's the whole fun of it. And of course, when it's an NFT, right, you can then sell it for crypto on the marketplace, on the JPEG store or OpenSea. And that as well, right? So resources, Sharos, that may be a question for you. Resources can also be packed in a bulk, right, and then minted as an NFT.
So eventually what's going to happen is when you have a certain amount of resources of a particular resource, right? When you have a certain count, what you can do is you can combine it all into a resource pack and then mint that pack and sell it on secondary market. So whoever is going to buy that pack, they can then burn it and use their resources, use the resources that they purchase, basically.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys, appreciated this week's dev update. Next one is gonna be cool as well, as we're gonna actually look into all the updates. The update will be released on Wednesday, right, Nabil?
Yes, absolutely.
So the update is, guys, Nabil is the guy who doesn't want to talk about dates. Like when you say ETA to him, or ask him for dates, he's always like, yes, absolutely. But yes, on Wednesday we have an update coming out for the crypts, and then we will go over those updates a day later in this weekly development update. And I don't know, I might even jump in my crypt, and we might try some stuff live here. So the snap-on option, the 3D, and also, Nabil, you mentioned something with Eternal Wallet to me. What's that?
Yeah, there are some internal wallet fixes that we are doing with people having trouble accessing the crib or the content inside it. So we're fixing that as well for the eternal users.
Amazing. Well, can't wait for next week. Thanks, Nabil. Thanks, Sharos, for joining. We will invite you again. I promise.
Awesome.
Especially Nabil.
Looking forward to it.
Next week, Nabil, you're invited. Please accept the invite. And thanks everyone from the community for joining. I hope you appreciate those updates. We promised at the start of the year that the communication between the development department and community will change, and I think we are doing the right steps towards it. And have a great day, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are, and see you next week.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.